What's going on, everybody? Jonathan here again. Today we're going to figure out and learn how to make this photo look like this photo. And we're going to do that. We're going to start in Lightroom. We're going to go to Photoshop. We're going to use a free part of Photoshop, and then we're going to use a action that I use for a lot of my real estate photos to do sky swaps. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do it real fast. So let's go. Alright, so we're in Lightroom first. You can see there's some snow in each of these photos. We're going to make, like I said, we're going to take these 5 photos, go to Photoshop, and make them all look like this guy. So, first we're going to edit all of these photos to be the same, because that's what I did. I took all of these photos from the exact same spot, the exact same exposures, all the same settings, so we can edit these all the exact same way and they should all come out to be the exact same. The only difference is going to be the fact that the snow was moving in all of these pictures. So I'm going to use the dehaze, bring that back down some, and bring up the vibrance a little bit, and I think that looks good. So don't forget to swing down here and always check these 2 boxes, because you do not want chromatic aberrations, and you would always want to correct for any distortion caused by the lenses. I always do probably 25 to 30 for the noise reduction, and sharpening I use I just all the way on the mask, because I don't need to sharpen the snow. So that's that for those, and now we're going to edit in Photoshop, open as layers. So while we wait for that to open, don't forget to like this video if it has become useful for you in any way. If you like any of my future videos, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified of when more videos come available. Thanks for doing that. It means a lot. Alright, now that that's done, you just want to go up here to Layer, go to Smart Objects, go to Stack Mode, and then click Median. So what this does is it uses the photos, but it detects what's different. Basically, it detects what's different in each photo, and then it removes that from the photo. So boom, just like that, all of your snowflakes are gone, and that is way easier than trying to do this individually. So now that that's done, we're going to use this action up here, and this is called Seamless. This is what I use for my sky replacements. So now hold Shift and W to select the wand, and we do not want to do contiguous. Sometimes you do, but because there's so many trees, I don't do it that way. So now click, and now I'm going to unselect everything that I don't want to be erased. I'm going to do this a lot faster than I probably normally would. Alright, so that's done. Obviously that can be as tedious or annoying as you would like it to be. We're just going to call that good. And I don't want this down here, because this is all snow. So this is going to be an absolute pain in the butt because of the amount of snow that's on everything. And this is just going to refine that edge, and then erase anything you don't want it to try and select from. So this again is one of those things that can be as tedious as you would like, or you can just wing it and not do as good of a job as I find. The more time you take in doing this part, the better the end result is. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to go quite all out as I probably normally would. We are going to call that good, hit OK. And now it's going to ask you to select the sky that you want to put in this video, or in this photo. Continue. And now, so this is a bunch of my skies that I have in a huge folder. So let's see. It was kind of a snowy day, so I want one. I don't want one that's like just clear blue skies, but I don't want one that's full blown just clouds either. So we're going to pick, and these are in Dropbox, so it takes a minute for them to load each time I open this. I'm gonna go with this one. I like this one. It's pretty dramatic. And now it places it behind the layers. So by holding Shift and Alt, it drags, when you click and drag, it drags from all four corners proportionally, keeping the ratio of the photo the same. So you can see the horizon is there. I always try and put that like someplace where it might have been. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I just try and have it just big enough to cover the back, and then down just far enough so that these clouds seem kind of big for this photo, but for the sake of doing this, we're just going to call that good. I would probably pick a different sky because these clouds are huge right here for where this photo is. It doesn't seem proportionally correct. So, but now we just close this. Yes, you want to save all of this. Go back to Lightroom. It should automatically populate in Lightroom. So here we are. This is our finished photo. So now that we've done all that, we've aligned all the layers, we've gotten rid of all the snow. Now is when I would correct for any vertical issues or distortion, because you don't want to do it. I've found doing it for individual photos, it can choose slightly different. I mean, they're the same photos, but I've had 5 photos and it'll do it differently on 3 of the 5 photos. Don't know why, just is what it is. So that is that. We took all of these 5 photos, we created this photo. So if you found this video helpful, again, thank you for watching. Like this video if you found it to be helpful. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see future videos. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of when those videos come out. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.